Happy Thursday. That's the day it is today. I guess it's night. Switch says 7 p.m. So that's the time it is right now where I am. And that's when we start streaming on Twitch. And I can't start until I get the starting soon screen off. So there we go. Hello. Happy whenever it is, wherever you are. If you're watching live, hello. If you're going to be in here later, see you later. If you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching the VOD. If you're lurking, keep on lurking. Really excited to be coming back to Pokemon. I was sick last weekend, so I've had to wait a whole week to continue on with this, and to try and be as pure as possible, I didn't look anything up, so I just kind of sat there and said, oh, I gotta wait a whole week to play Pokemon again. So now it's been that week, and here we are. Also, I've upgraded the setup a little bit. I found out that this kind of rotates because it's not too, it's like not securely fastened to my desk. So I can keep this here, and then I don't have to worry about whether or not sound is getting picked up. And also, I got a spot. Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah. So you can see we got the light on the hand here. That way I won't be shrouded in darkness when like an hour rolls around. So I'm excited for that. It worked the other day when I was playing role-playing games with my friends. We'll see how it works with me facing this way and not facing towards, well, this is monitor 1, this is monitor 2. I'm not facing either of those and facing the TV screen. But I'm excited to see how that works. I'm even more excited to get back to this Bidoof run. So let's hop off that and let's hop in this. That seemed abrupt to me. Maybe I'll mess with that a little bit to make do more of a fade in. I've reset up my OBS to be a little more condensed. I had a lot of different scenes and a lot of different windows sitting all around, but this is kind of the cleanest way that I have it. So I just basically hide and unhide the screen. Wonder if I can turn that into a fade in, fade out, but we'll see. I am on Splatoon 3 for some reason. It launches tomorrow. I'm going to see really quickly maybe if it'll... Maybe the internet will lie and it'll let us play. No. Okay. That's fine. If it worked, I'd still play Pokemon. It would just be a much shorter stream because then I would hop in, play Splatoon. I'm going to play a chunk of that tomorrow. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited because when I played Splatoon 2, I didn't have what you would call a stable internet connection. So all my salmon runs would disconnect, and I'd disconnect in the middle of matches. It was very annoying. So I just kind of didn't play as much as I wanted to. And this time I have a really good internet. Hasn't dropped a single frame yet, so we're going to take advantage of that and play some Splatoon 3 and really get into it. But today is a Pokemon day. I do have a funny launch story. I guess not really a funny story about Pokemon launch, but when X and Y came out... Oh, wait a minute. Heh. Oopsie doodle. I gotta go to the right file. See, that's my actual file, and I have my guest file, which is file 2. How embarrassing. Anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't save there last time. It looked very similar to when I saved last when I was playing my actual file. But anyway, when X and Y came out a really long time ago, we were doing it on the eShop, and we waited for the midnight release. And I think it wasn't even the fact that it took until 1 in the morning to get it. The servers were so slammed that we were just unable to, oh, it's a nice little sunset. We were just unable to download it. It would like work for a little bit and then it would crash and then it would say it failed and we didn't get it until like 3 in the morning and we still played a little bit. This is the way I go, right? I go 203. So 203 is where Barry was. What's up here? It's well, no, we're not going there. That's 204. No, let's keep it in order. We'll do 203. Maybe we'll swing back to 204. We gotta say hi to our friends. Spike, Primo, Foodib, Xavier, Marsha, and Crumbles. They're all level 7 after that. All I remember last was using a whole bunch of potions to Barry. I think we ran out of potions if I remember correctly. Either way, I should get more. Because you never know what you're going to run into. Oh, no, I have a whole bunch. Maybe I ran out. Of course I didn't run out. I don't know. Maybe I should get some heal balls. That's how that works, right? I'll just put the Bidoof in the heal balls and it'll heal it, right? That's Pokemon. Alright. What do we got? 203. Let's go. Trainer, did you know? First Pokemon to your battle is the one at the top of your team. I did know that. Thank you. Thank you for the information. How about you? You're full of energy because you get power from your Pokemon. That's good. Do you have like a battery and you just have electric Pokemon? Is that the joke? Oh, we got another Bidoof trainer. All right. Now, Chimchar was level 9. What level do we got here? 5. All right. All right, friendo. Let's go, Spike. Go show that Bidoof what you're made of. Now, does it have simple? No. Because it only went up by 1 stage. Remember, simple doubles the... Simple? No. Whatever it's called. The ability, it doubles stat gains and decreases. So by saying, oh, it only rose 1 stage, it'll say it rose sharply, or raised it by 2 stages. Switching to a Zubat. You know what? Spike didn't get hit that round. What is it? Oh, it is simple. What am I thinking? There's another ability that changes your ability to it. I thought it was simple. Like, if your opponent has it and it hits you, your ability changes to simple. I thought that's what it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it got updated for a new generation, and I just don't remember. And then Unaware is the other one where it ignores the target Pokemon stat changes. Which is good for running into a defense curl. But only when attacking, not defending. It doesn't ignore, like, growls and stuff. Ooh, good crit, Spike. Absorbs a grass move. That's fine. Oh, it goes first? Oh, no, it was confused right. I looked away for a second. Ah, dang it. No, Spike, no. Ah, that's okay. We're gonna put Primo in. Man, it was so nice playing Pokemon Emerald where it had the flutes. Where he's like, oh, you're confused? No, you are not confused anymore. Alright. Alright. Okay, Primo, let's show this Zubat that he can't just take your life force and get away with it. This should be enough. Yeah. Alright. Okay, we got Foodib to 8. We got Marsha at 8. Oh, fantastic. Your poor Bidoofs. Your Poor Bidoofs. I thought there'd be an item there. I hope there'd be an item there. Found a Pokeball. Well, that's essentially a nugget to me. I can't go that way. Yeah, we don't want to get into fights with wild Pokemon unless we're under leveled and we need to get the training in. We actually are going to need tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of training because we're going to face a rock gym first. But I think luckily the Oreburgh Mine has a whole bunch of rock Pokemon that we can test. I don't think any of them have self-destruct. Struggle Bug. Struggle Bug. That drops special attack. That's not terrible. Let's go Foodib. Pound. That's okay, it's still 3 damage. We're not taking a whole awful lot of damage, which is fine. I'll take it. I'm not complaining. But all these little tinks will add up. So we go through the gauntlet that is Route 203. Xavier's level 8. Perfect. Everything is proceeding according to plan. We are getting experience and leveling up. Should have our little indicator up here. Oh! I didn't even see you because you were hiding underneath the Poké. It's a watch, but it's Poké. That's Caitlin. Okay, we got another Bidoof trainer. All right. You're no Natalie? Was Natalie my rival Bidoof trainer? I think that was her name. Alright, you're gonna get the growl off. You're level 4, so... Spike's level 8. Now we just gotta get Crumbles to level 8. Starly. Let's keep Xavier out. Because I think we're still gonna be okay for damage, yeah. Now we might be a little bit damage light. May take a little longer than I'm hoping for. Man, this will be so much more interesting once all the Bidoofs get different abilities. Sorry, not different abilities. I shouldn't mix nomenclature. Different attacks. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, you have Thunderbolt. You're gonna be all against all the water types, and this and that. And everyone will have their role. All right, Crumbles. You gotta show your gumption. You gotta want to get to level 8. So right now you're level 7, and you're behind, buddy. I don't want to pressure you, but I want to put a fire under you to get to level 8. Oh, don't worry, Seed. No, don't worry about it. No, well, your worry Seed's gonna keep you up at night. I guess that's better than unaware. Like, that'll just hurt you. Oh, it increases attack and special attack. For some reason, I thought it increased special attack and special defense. So that's a Calm Mind I'm thinking of. But we're good. Did you get it? Ah, you're so close. You're so close, Crumbles. We're gonna deke around you. Can I? Is there a way to put you away? There you go. You're You're gonna battle me, the master Bidoof trainer, to see if you're ready for a gym battle? Alright. Okay, you got him a chop. That can actually be kind of bad. Well, that's not good. I don't like this at all, actually. Yeah, it's low kick. Ah. No! It outsped. No! Okay, so we've lost Crumbles. Oh no. This is going so wrong. Okay. Alright. We gotta get the growls in. I'm so upset Crumbles didn't outspeed. Harshly fell. Okay. So, all is not lost. I've decided that I will play with the reviving clause. But I can only revive with revives that I find. So we might not actually get Crumbles back for a bit. If I can... So I'd love to bait you into using, like, not low kick. Well, focus energy isn't good either, because that will be a crit. Well, we gotta get to hitting. I can fit the growl in. I can fit the growl in, and I can get hit for... Alright, well... Again, it's one of those things where... I should just take advantage of this. Because I should survive the low kick. Unless I don't. Unless I don't survive the low kick. Okay. But we should be in a position where we can take out this Machop. That's brutal. Having a Machop right there. I don't like this kid. This youngster. If you ask me, you are definitely ready for the Pokemon Gym Challenge. Oh, gosh. I did not expect that. Alright, well. We'll keep them in the back burner. They're not out just yet. Ugh. The exact same thing that happened on the other Nuzlocke I did. A single Pokemon came out of nowhere and just beat everybody up. But we're okay. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna assume you don't have a fighting Pokemon, Madeline. You beat Oreburgh, Roxanne. I think it's Roxanne. You beat her with a Starly? That's impressive. So I don't think with 4 Pokemon, the experience gain differs. I don't think there's like a pool that spreads between all 6 of them. That would change if it was 4. I don't remember. Shouldn't. We'll find out, I guess. No, it didn't seem like it. We'll get, because we have the growl, so we're gonna get a fresh Pokemon in, a fresh Bidoof. Okay. Good critical. Good critical, Primo. Way to set the tone. Good. Pop the volume down a tad. Oh, there we go. Alright. Well, that's Route 203, I guess. Should I be scared? I think I should be scared. So now I only have 4 Pokemon. I only have 4 Bidoofs to deal with the gym. I do have a Pokech. Technical machines. Okay. What's TM98? Rock Smash. Now I have the Hidden Moves app, so I don't have to teach Rock Smash to someone. I can just use it from my watch. Cool. Let's maybe do a repel, so we don't run into any wild Pokemon. Trainers are fine. Trainers are okay as long as they don't have fighting type Pokemon. Shinx is not a fighting type Pokemon, but what level are you? Gosh, they recently announced that the new Pokemon game is going to have auto battles. Seems pretty cool. Let's see, what is that? That's 6. I don't know if you have a physical move, Shinx, but I am going to growl you. Again, I don't know if you have a physical move. That might not mean anything. That's 2 stages being down. So I have 2 simple and 2 unaware Bidoofs left, which is good, which is fine. You start with Leer. Again, if it's Thunder Shock, we're fine. And you are growled, so I do have this this Grace Leer that you can put on me. Yeah, I don't think you have a physical. I don't think you have tackle. I'm gonna call that right now. Nah. Alright. We good. It's so sad watching Crumbles and Xavier be left behind. We got rollout. I guess they're all getting rollout. See, rollout will be good. I don't know if it locks them into attacking. I should test that before using it live. Celebrate my getting through this cave and going to battle you. Sure, but don't you want to heal your Pokemon first? They're probably all beat up and sad. Okay. Here comes the tackle. Speaking of tackle, the NFL season starts tonight. It is... Gosh, who's playing? Is it the Rams and the Bills? I think it is. The Super Bowl champions from last year and a really, really, really good team in Buffalo. And I will not have that playing on the other screen as a consideration for all of your time. Otherwise, I'll just be talking about football. Psyduck. Psyduck might be interesting. Effects of weather dispute. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, we're getting a couple of good critical hits. A couple of helpful ones. Alright. Now Spike has rollout. We all have rollout. Thank you to the 2 trainers that were in this cave for teaching my Bidoof's rollout. Is this more route or is this... Oh, this is right into the city. Okay. Oh, hello. Are you going to battle me too? The other trainers look down on me like I'm a noob. Oh, no. Thanks for calling me out. I must have looked like a big noob when I walked in. Oh, gosh. I'm afraid of you. I'm not. I don't want to engage. Oh, God. Where's the Pokemon Center? That's fine. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so. Oh, look. They're grayed out. Oh, gosh. So, can I access the boxes from here? No. This was a... That was kind of a sword and shield thing where you could just kind of access the boxes from anywhere. I think you had to beat the game first. I don't remember. Okay, Xavier and Crumbles. You can hang out with Turtwig. Because, by golly... now y'all can be friends. Already down 2. Again, if I can find revives, I'm allowed to bring them back. Just have to find revives. Which is the hard part. And I'm not going to go underground and farm revives. I think that ruins the legitimacy a little bit. Okay, please don't fight me. Yeah, I had to mourn 2 of my Bidoofs. Just doing a stretch. Oh, I thought I was in a cinematic. like he said, oh, I'm fine, but... Oh, what am I going to do now? Oh, gosh. And Bear's going to say something like, oh, you can just go to the mine and help out. You can solve everyone's problems. What is this room? What is this building? Hi. Thanks. Okay. That's the plan. That's the point. Yeah, okay. Well, free money. I wonder if the Pokeballs have like different insides. Like the way that they kind of like live in like a tiny apartment, if it's like better to have a luxury ball, obviously, so that the Pokemon can be in style. Oh, it's 207. I don't want to deal with that. Like, it must be like a modern apartment, whereas a great ball is like, it's like a 2-bed, 2-bath. Maybe a second floor and a finished basement. Maybe a finished basement would be more of an Ultra Ball thing. So the items got a bit of a buff compared to the older games where they increased by 2 stages instead of just 1. So what we got here? We got Geodude. What level are you? That's going to be 7. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Can I bail? I can't bail. Okay. Yeah, so I don't like this. I don't think I should have used that on this. Though... We've seen 3 attacks, and none of them are an actual attack. But I am slowly going to lose health. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take another sandstorm. We'll take Darude Sandstorm. Growing up, I thought it was Dardu. Alright, so... I can't really use Rollout. I can't really do anything here. Gosh. Because, yeah, Tackle isn't very effective either. Yeah, there's no way I can win this fight. I'm, like, gonna have to train at Route 207. I'm gonna train a lot at 207. Like, I can't just not do it. Like, then I'd just lose. Oh, gosh. Oh, Robyn, you've put yourself in quite the predicament. Maybe I can get some stuff? Well, I don't mind. If you can take me on a tour of the coal mine where I can get all these experiences in the forms of points, and if I don't have to actually fight any rock Pokemon. I mean, we might as well push another route. I mean, I do have to go to 204. So let's take a step back. Let's explore the city a little bit. Maybe we can get some stuff before we go. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Gym leaders and any trainer. Takes many. Well, I had 6. Gym leaders, Sinnoh, Rourke. It's Roxanne. Roxanne is not this. Oh, what is it? Ooh, a dust ball. Great, money. Cool. Yeah. Is yellow the side duck? What do you mean you don't understand the logic? The logic is because it's the color yellow. Now, the logic of naming a Pokemon after what color it is, that, you know, you may have like to stand on there, but I get why it's yellow. That's a good trade, but I can't catch any other Pokemon. Oh, special battle call and ability. Yep. View from here is good, but it's a pain going out. I can't show you a Zubat, my friend. I could only show you Bidoofs. I have this picture from Halloween with one of my Bidoofs in a Zubat costume. Does that count? Are you fine with that? I don't think they'll be fine with that. What we got here? Rourke. That kind of sounds like rock. He's rock. You like how lumpy they are? Yeah, I like rock-type Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I just can't do anything about my current predicament with all these rock Pokemon. Like, I'm just gonna have to level up, like, around. Like, I'm gonna go to 204. I just want to see what we get. Oh, we got an Abra. This one real Nuzlocke, I could try and catch it, but it's not. So I'm gonna tackle it, and it's probably gonna teleport away. Goodbye, Abra. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, that's weird. I couldn't jump off because I was approaching it at a diagonal? How very odd. Like, yeah. That's so strange. I mean, I guess it's a good lesson to teach people. If you're going to jump off a ledge, make sure you jump off of it head on and not at an angle. You could hurt yourself or twist your ankle. Route 204. Bring it on, lady. Bring it on, Sarah. Ah, yes. I see another cultured Pokemon trainer, who their only Pokemon is Bidoof. See, I do have to keep an eye out for level 9 Bidoofs, because then they'll start using Rollout against me. And that's no good. I think Spike is unaware. I think I just go right through that defense curl. I got like a thing in my eye. One sec. Oof. Ah. I don't know if it's sweat or something, but I got a little thing in my eye. Ah, guess I can't stream for a week. I shouldn't have battled in the first. No, hey, listen. You should never give up just because you only have Bidoof. If anything, it should push you. It should make you want to succeed even more, like I do. Because imagine winning with only Bidoof. Like that. That would be pretty cool. Well, we can set up a rollout on Magikarp. That I'm not afraid of. We're gonna watch Magikarp jump around a little bit, which is fine. So yeah, we'll be on 3 for the next Pokemon. No, sorry, we'll be on 4. Alright, so the next 2 Pokemon we should... I'm pretty sure we should clear them. Oh, especially Starly. This is going to be super effective against Starly. Hey, don't quick attack. It's rude. Great, great. One more. And this would be great if... Oh no. We only had 2 Pokemon. That's fine. This would have been great if I could actually use it against Rourke. And unfortunately, I can't. All right, Spike. You're gonna help us grind for a little bit. So my question will now become, when will enough be enough? He's got a lot of levels to climb. Like, especially just to take on a rock gym leader to begin with. Do I want to be like 15, 20? Like, realistically? Because that's a lot of grinding. Not an ideal use of our time, but we'll see how far I can push in other areas. And well, that's kind of the fun thing about Pokemon speedrunning too, is the idea that for some reason I thought rock would be super effective against grass. So paralysis will break me out of rollout. I like that animation for Worry Seed. Yeah, the fun part about Pokemon speedruns is watching all the gyms be beaten out of order. That's one of my favorite parts. So we can just channel that. Maybe this game will let us get to the second gym first, and we can beat that, and then we can go from there. Let's move Marcia. Oop. Marcia, there we go. Who knows? Maybe I can find a revive as well. There are boulders blocking the way. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'll attack a Psyduck. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna showboat that I'm attacking a Psyduck, but I will attack a Psyduck for the experience. Again, I don't feel comfortable going into rollouts. It'd be nice if you could just get your options back and just decide like, oh, I don't want to do this. But then that kind of eliminates the risk you take from using rollout. I mean, also, if I was playing a normal Nuzlocke under normal rules, I'd be able to catch a Psyduck. An antidote. Can I, like... Cool. Can I glitch through the wall? Probably not. I'm no speedrunner. That's Ravaged Path is what it's called? Okay. Alright. So that's 204. I'm going to peek at 218. If everything's like massively over leveled. Well, no, I think I did peek at 218. I don't think there's actually any trainers over there, but I'll check again. It's been a week. Maybe maybe it resets after a week. No, I don't have enough badges for you. 'Cause that was the fun part about gold and silver, having to go back to certain places on certain days of the week. Yeah, it's just this. That's right. Okay. Okay. So let's take what we know and go to 207. And hopefully everything will just be okay. Gosh, it's a time having to try and fight against Geodudes with only normal Pokemon. Alright, please don't be blocked. Alright, we got... Let's fight a wild Pokemon before talking to this biker who may or may not be a trainer. Well, what level are you? 6? I'm fine with 6. I just don't want them to be Machops. There's a Cycle Shock in Eterna City. Okay, well, I can't go anywhere here anyway. Can I Run into not a Machop. Game? I know you're supposed to come here to catch a Machop to be able to help beat the Rock Gym, but we're not playing that way. We're not playing with those rules, game. Can you, like, work with me? Crud. Are there any Pokemon in here? I didn't run into any. I don't know. Well, there are Geodudes. So my thing is gonna be we're gonna have to beat this Geodude out. Like, I think Marsha ignores. I think Marsha's one of the unawares. So Defense Curl won't actually do anything. Which will actually help a lot for the battle. Alright, the next one will do it. Just... oh gosh. Oh, by golly. No, really? We get the avoid now? Ah, dang it. Alright, well. I guess we're gonna tink you down. We can't... Please don't crit. Okay. We can't, Marsha was a simple. We can't go fight the Machops. That's something we can't do. So we gotta train back at the previous route, I guess. There's really no other alternative right now. Don't get me wrong. I knew we were going to be stuck, like, training. I didn't think we'd be handcuffed so bad. Gosh. Alright, I got the light. Got the light coming in. Oh, it looks fine. It's like, maybe it's too bright. It's not too bright. So let's see what we can get, I guess. I'm definitely going to turn off battle animations if we're going to sit here and grind for like half an hour. Honestly, realistically, maybe what we do here. Nice little chapter beginning point right here and chapter end point after all the training. I mean, like, we're already level 10. All right. What do I talk about for half an hour? I'm sure there are things. Oh, wow. Way to just avoid outright. That's the other thing about rollout 2. I think it has an 80 accuracy. So, like, if things like that happen, I just kind of lose. Like if I'm fighting the gym leader and that happens, I am kind of boned. Oh my gosh, that was so little experience. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we can train against the Machops. And here's the thing, too. Once level 15 rolls around, we're in Bibarel territory. If we get to Bibarel territory, we just use Water Gun, and then we win. Because again, the thing is too... I don't think that ruins the sanctity of all Bidoof run. But I also don't want all my Bidoofs to be Bibarel. At least not yet. There is a tiny conundrum here. I also need to pay attention to all my Bidoof's health. Because if I'm mindlessly training and one of them eats it, then that's on me. Gosh. I think too, once we get, hopefully, once we get Xavier and Crumbles back, they should level up relatively quickly because of the experience share. So, at least that's something to look forward to once we get there. Well, there's no way I'm going to subject you all to this music over and over and over and over again. So let's maybe... maybe do this. And I also don't want to listen to this endlessly for the next little bit. So we're doing both of us a favor. And if YouTube wants to flag it for any reason, I can just mute the channel and then we'll all be fine. But I think OC Remix is usually pretty good at letting the music fly. Ah, gosh, this is gonna be a little bit of a trek. What can I do in the meantime? Guess I can talk about my storied history with Pokemon, I guess. It all started when I was just a wee little lad. Gosh, I think it must have been grade 3 or 4 when Pokemon Red came out. So yeah, it's 96. So it would have been 8. I don't think that's when it came stateside, but I definitely remember having Pokemon and playing it at school and trading with friends. But it was pretty fun. Like, I was able to be part of the schoolyard banter of the missing nose and the game sharks and the level 190 whatevers, and yeah, totally using that glitch as a way to get Safari Pokemon or Safari Zone Pokemon easier, because Kangaskhan was always such a pain to get. And And me being a tiny child, it was like, oh, I just want to play Pokemon. I don't want to play this other side game. I'd say I'm more open to mini games and stuff like that and RPGs these days, but when I was a little kid that didn't know any better, I did not take kindly to it. So I exploited the hell out of that. And then it's probably the only Pokemon that I resetted the save file at a bunch of times. Nowadays, the game kind of wants you to have one file. I think it doesn't pressure you into doing it. You can delete it anytime you want, but it's definitely not as simple to start a new game. Like, even when I opened this game up, when I hit A through the title screen, there is no new game continue options screen. It's just, we're loading you into your file, which is why, again, I loaded into the wrong file to begin with. But yeah, I used to reset all the time so I could start over from the beginning. I'm gonna go back and heal. It was a good time. I enjoyed the crap out of that game. Then Gold and Silver came out, which is probably my most played Pokemon. And yeah, again, just restarted a whole bunch of times and tried to beat it in different ways. And that was amazing, thinking of how it included both games, and then you could go climb, I think it was Mount Silver, and face Red, who, back in that day, I was like, oh, it's Ash. Like, no, it's Red. It's a completely different character. And they definitely do a lot now to differentiate between the two, which is cool. I appreciate having both the different characters. And if you read, like, the original Pokemon manga as well, they are based, my understanding is, I'm not an expert, is that they're based on the version. So, like, the lead character of Gen 1 was Red, and the rival was Blue, and Green was there, and I think Yellow was also there, and I think Yellow was, like, a littler kid. But yeah, they kind of kept that naming convention, which is cool, I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, I remember that one of my Pokemon caught Pokerus at Mount Silver, and I thought it is something that I had unlocked. And I was like, oh, whenever we get to Mount Silver, all of my Pokemon just, like, gets infected with Pokerus. Like, it's a timed thing. It was not. I was so confused, and I didn't understand why this was happening to my Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it was in Gold and Silver. I'm going to check really quickly. I don't want to be mixing up my memories, but I'm pretty sure it was Pokerun. That's different. Pretty sure it was in Gold and Silver. Yeah, it started appearing in Generation 2. And yeah, eventually all my Pokemon caught it, and I didn't know what was going on. I would only find out later, when I started taking Pokemon a little more seriously, that I knew that it was actually a good thing, and I probably needed to do a better job at making sure I didn't lose it. So what Pokerus is, for those of you who don't know, who are maybe watching that aren't familiar with Pokemon, although if you're watching a Bidoof Nuzlocke, I think I'm gonna guess that there are two people. There are the people that are like, oh, Bidoof's awesome, and then there's the others that's like, oh, this is a hardcore challenge. So for the people that are watching Pokemon that maybe not be, like, super familiar with Pokemon, whether you're watching it now or lurking, or you're watching the VOD later on, Pokerus helps you with EV training. What is EV training? I think I talked about this in the last Nuzlocke I did, but anytime you beat a Pokemon, it provides you X number of EV points. Not EV like the Pokemon, and not talking about, like, training EVs. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's nighttime now. EV meaning effort value, EV. Wonder if I can beat this Abra up. So, anytime a Pokemon knocks out another Pokemon, they get EV points. And they're different for each Pokemon. Like Abra, for example, let's say you get 1 special attack EV. And then fighting a Bidoof would get you 1 HP EV. And you get 1 for each of the stats. So HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. Anytime you get 4 of them, your stat goes up by 1. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but if I'm wrong, please correct me and do your own research. But I'm pretty sure it's every 4 points your stat goes up by 1. So you can kind of make your Pokemon fight certain other Pokemon in order to maximize their stats. Like if it's a Pokemon that doesn't use physical moves and uses a lot of special moves, you don't need the attack point EVs, but you need special attack EVs. So why do you need to make sure you only fight certain Pokemon? Well, you can only have a total of 512 EV points. And this is different. I think this is something that they added in Generation 3. I think in 1 and 2 there were different values and different numbers and random generator things that they used. I think they were called DVs. But now it's pretty much EVs and IVs are the gold standard of Pokemon inner working stats. So that's what we're using. So you can only get up to 512 of them. And the maximum that I think each one can have is 255. I think it's 255. Yeah, so you can max out 2 of them, and then you have, maybe it's 516. I mean, regardless, you can max out 2 of them and then have a little bit left over to raise another stat maybe by 1. And then if you go over the 220, you only need 252, because that's the last multiple of 4, so you can waste 3 by just putting them in the stat and not being able to do anything with it. They did add the ability to reduce effort value, reduce EVs with berries. And even in the original Pokemon games, they're like the Generation 1, you can use irons and proteins and calcium to increase EVs by a set amount, just without having to fight Pokemon. Even then, I think it only goes up to a certain max. But yeah, if you wanted to get into like competitive battling, you would make sure that your Pokemon get the EV values or the EV points in the right stats. And even doing something like this, it's kind of going to stunt my Bidoofs a bit. So if I ever wanted to make sure that they were EV trained for whatever reason, I would have to find these items that remove EVs. They've also added power accessories, where if your Pokemon's holding them, I think you double the amount of EVs you get in a specific stat. So like you can wear the bracelet and it'll double your attack EVs you get. So it's a lot of work. And I dabbled in that a little bit. I think I dabbled in that Gen 5, whatever Black and White was. That was the first Pokemon game that I took EVs and IVs and all that seriously. I'm going to... Oh, because they've already leveled up. That's why their bar is so much smaller. Yeah, so I thought Pokerus was this thing, and it was my first file, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And it was literally the first time I'd stepped into Mount Silver and popped out again. And I'm like, well, this must be a thing. And it was, but it was a much bigger deal than I had made it out to be in my like 9-year-old, 10-year-old brain. Yes, that's Gen 2. Ruby and Sapphire, I remember, had to have been in middle school at the time. And again, I mentioned this when I was playing my Emerald Nuzlocke that you can check out on the Twitch VODs. It's probably the one that I knew the least of. Wait. You're not a level 10. You're the level 10. Gen 3, yeah, I probably played it the least. That was the one I probably played through it once, and then I was done with it. I think at the time, it's a good game. I like it a lot. But it's very much that, well, it's 60% water. Well, it's not 60. It's like 40% water. It's a lot of water. And you know, when I was that little, I needed constant like engagement and like different things to happen, or else I wouldn't have like paid attention to the game. And that very much was a thing with Ruby. And also around that time was when it's the same generation as Leaf Green and Fire Red, which were the remakes of Gen 1. And I spent a lot of time on that, to the point where it was my first foray into speedrunning. I got my Blastoise, I taught it Mega Kick, I tried to do it as fast as possible, because even when I was growing up, I would ask my friends if they wanted to race me in games, and they were like, I want to play a game for the story, and I'm like, I've already played it for the story, now I want to beat it fast. And I'm very much that way even now. I'm playing through Bloodstained Ritual of the Night right now, and very early on I ended up getting equipment and attack combinations and special abilities that I'm like, why would I ever deviate from this? Like, it's so clearly like one of the strongest things, and I've just been like melting bosses with it, and I've been having so much fun with it. And also because I can move on quickly and like keep engaging with the source material, whereas my friends generally didn't share the same goal as me. They didn't share the same ideology for playing games sometimes, which is fine. I'm a-okay. I'm okay with that. It just means I can't play certain games with certain people, which is fine. And I think that's a lot of people anyway. And it's not on my end where it's like, I don't like playing with these people, as people don't like playing those games with me. Like in ARPGs, I will run on ahead, and they're like, no, we should like train and level up. But I'm like, yeah, but if we get to the next area, there's so much more experience over there. Like, why are we messing around here when if we get through this as fast as we can do even better? So, it was my first foray into speedrunning, even though I've always had that gear, no pun intended. So I found that a lot of fun, and you know, I watched a bunch of people back in the day try and beat games as fast as they can on speed demo archives, where a friend of mine introduced it to me for similar reasons. I think we shared similar ideas with that. Like, we thought that it was mechanically amazing, like some of the feats that these people were pulling off, and what's the other word? Mechanically amazing, and just like we marveled at like the fact that the glitches and all that stuff and all that research going into it. It was fascinating. It fascinated me. That's why I did my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke run, where all the type matchups were randomized, so I could pull out an Excel sheet and do research and not know that everything would be a sure thing. So yeah, it was amazing. And even now, there's advancements being made to Pokemon runs, and now we have the things like the randomizers and the Iron Man challenge that everyone's doing right now. But yeah, lots of ways people have reconstructed and deconstructed Pokemon games, and that's not even getting into the fan games and using RPG Maker to create a whole engine and then share it open source with everyone so that they can make their own Pokemon games, and even just hex editing actual Pokemon files and Pokemon ROMs to make their own, even though Nintendo would like that never to exist ever. And I don't blame them. Yeah, that was Generation 3. It was a good time. It's just, yeah, not... Ruby and Sapphire didn't end up playing a lot of, because I played Leaf Green a lot more because the nostalgia and it not being all water. Okay, so we got the light. We got the light coming down. Light seems to be working. We're successfully lit. Maybe I'll try pulling a bit of a whiter light. And then if I bring this up to bring it up to 15. 15 on a whiter light. Does that wash out the colors? No, I don't think so. Kind of washes out the yellow, but it's gonna wash out yellow. If I poke that up a little bit, maybe the reflection. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry about that. Again, it's the first time using the spot. I want to make sure that I can set it and forget it. It's just a tiny spot. It's not like a traditional ring light. It's I used to run a rehearsal studio and like a theater company, and I'd use these pot lights to light the sets. There's kind of like it shoots, not like a huge spot. It's like a bowl, and I put a light in it. There, that evens it out. And it shoots all the light in the right directions, and not in places it doesn't need to be. Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl. Got Diamond. We're playing Diamond right now. I remember that game being really tricky. I have vivid memories of having Chimchar, or fighting against a Chimchar, because I get grass types, on like a snowy mountain, and being absolutely crushed and destroyed over and over and over again. It was tough. It was a tough game for me, but it was cool seeing the games on I guess a more 3D space. Really using that DS power to make the stages light up, or the areas three-dimensional, and that would only get better with time. I'm trying to think, was there a remake? Yeah, it was Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I do remember Heart Gold and Soul Silver a lot. I remember me and my friend picking up I got silver because I had silver. Picking up our copies of silver and gold on the day of. We walked. Oh well, I think our moms dropped us off at the mall, so we could use the Pokewalkers and walk back to his house. So it was a good, maybe an hour walk, and we had to go to the food court and start the game because we needed to get at least to the point where we could use the Pokewalker. Otherwise, what was the point of doing it? I don't think we ended up staying that long. Like, we did eat and everything. Yeah, we did do the eating, and we walked back. I think I remember catching like an Ekans and like a Tentacool are like the big ones I remember catching. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna do a little update check and see how we're faring against the Geodudes. So yeah, I remember that very vividly. And yeah, I think if I were to do a type matchup randomizer again, I think it'll be on Soul Silver. Just because, again, I think I know that game the best out of all the games. So it was scary doing it in Emerald, where, yeah, I forgot what all the gyms were. And we didn't even end up fighting Steven, because we were playing Emerald. We ended up fighting Wallace at the end as the Pokemon champion, which I guess saved us in a way, because we didn't have any steel information, but we knew everything about water, because water was everywhere. So yeah, I would definitely do that again. And also the underground section in Diamond and Pearl was so cool. I remember having days where that's all I would do. Like, I wouldn't go forward with the game. I would just find shards and plates and this and that and the other thing, and we're still maybe 5 hits from tackle. I don't think you cut through defense curl, because part of me wants to go fight the Machops, but I don't want to risk it. I want to risk it and then, like, not have the speed to run away and just lose. So did already say that if I lose in training, I lose in real life. So what do I get from that? It's still not a lot. Well, might as well go and heal. Yeah, if I could learn a new move. Unfortunately, again, well, I can use Rock Smash, right? Rock Smash is 40 in this game? Who has the most attack? Who's the strongest? 17, 16, 17, 17. So it's... Oh, it's got to be Spike. It 100% has to be Spike. Alright. I totally forgot. Like, I completely wrote Rock Smash out because it's normally like a 20 power move. I guess they upped it to 40. Well, that'll help. That'll help a lot. I don't get the stab. Like, I don't get the 60 power that tackle would be, but I get the super effective, which I guess is effectively an 80. Anyway, the underground was so cool. It was such a neat addition, and it would only take until this game that its full function was sort of recognized, like the fully online, because the issue was finding people to go underground with and doing like the secret bases and stuff. That was cool. And again, even with like Ruby and Sapphire, like they added the online component where you could go visit other people's secret bases. In the remake. Sorry for the yawn. But yeah, it was a wonderful time. Let's see what this does. That's half. See, that's half, but like they're like level 10. It's not gonna be enough. But it's good. We don't have to face more Bidoofs and Starlies. We can change to Geodudes for a bit. Black and White. Black and White I obtained early when it came out in Japan, and I tried to play through that game without understanding any of the text. It was hard. It was very difficult. I just wanted Snivy to be my friend, and I thought Serperior was the coolest Pokemon, and I had to play it before I could, because this was in university. I had income at that point that I could afford to get Pokemon games before they came out in in Canada. And yeah, I just played a lot of that until it came out over, like, officially, when it was translated in English. And yeah, I played a lot of that game. It was the first time that I took competitive Pokemon, like, seriously. And I got my Excadrill, and I got the rest of my team, but Excadrill was, like, the Pokemon I wanted. And it was the first Pokemon that I'd ever bred to be, sorry. It was the first Pokemon that I bred to have perfect IVs. I don't remember if it was the first Pokemon that I actually used, like, as a competitive Pokemon. Okay, we got to level 12. We're getting there. But it was definitely, like, the one that turned out the best. And then, you know, the whole Ditto breeding thing, and I do need to take a step back after I finish this anecdote. The whole idea of competitive battling was so cool. And then me and my friends from university, we talked about getting together often to battle each other in, like, a round robin tournament style sort of thing, but it didn't really end up happening. But it was still very fun. It was a very cool experience to, like, devote time to a team, and then ran it through the, I think it was Battle, was it Battle, no, it wasn't Battle Subway. It was whatever the Battle Tower equivalent in Black and White was. Like, fielding a team to go through that was immensely rewarding. Diamond and Pearl was where I found my first shiny. Red Gyarados excluded. My very first shiny was a Buizel, and I had no idea what was going on. I just saw a whole bunch of flashing lights and a yellow Pokemon that should have been orange, and I still have that Pokemon. I actually have it on my Pokemon home. I'm gonna try and oh, come on, I'm gonna You're doing this till I get into a battle, and then I'm gonna focus on my phone and try and pull my very first shiny out to show everybody. That was the thing. One of the benefits of being so locked into Pokemon very early is that all my Pokemon from the original Ruby file, I've carried over, and they're on my phone. Like it's such a cool feeling. It's such a cool thought, because there are ways to transfer the different Pokemon across different generations. You just need to have the equipment, and I was fortunate enough to have all of the equipment. And yeah, like I have a living Pokedex up until Sword and Shield, where kind of like real life got in the way. But I think I can sort by shiny. So let me just do this really quickly. Boo, 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 boo. If I go Pokemon, search, detailed settings, shiny form. Okay, not in there. Can I just search all? Do I have to search in a box? I don't think they would be in the living Pokedex. No. Okay. I do want to keep searching that though. All right, 1 second. I have to devote 2 hands to this. Is there just like an all Pokemon button? All Pokemon. Oh, maybe I've only... Did I not send them all? Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe they're still in my Pokemon bank. Oh, are you in here? I have a Bulbasaur in here for some reason. And a Pikachu in here for some reason. Anyway. Anyway, I do... My very first shiny was a shiny Weasel. And as long as there's still a way to get Pokebank Pokemon into Pokemon Home, I don't know, it's been a while. I may have put it off for too long. That's where it would be. Our playlist ended. Let's start the other playlist. Yeah, because this music's good too. Yeah, so that was my first shiny. I've never evolved it, because I wanted to keep it as a Weasel to remember it. And I would go on to catch, like, no other shiny Pokemon in a mainline Pokemon game. I did spend 2 weeks soft resetting for a Shaman, for a shiny Shaman. And when I say 2 straight weeks, I mean, like, I went to school in that, because this would have been in high school, but, like, every other waking moment was spent soft resetting on my Game Boy Advance SP trying to get a shiny Shaman, and I did. But I generally don't run into shiny Pokemon, and I know you're not supposed to, and I only have a few. And even then, most of them came from deliberate shiny hunting. The Buizel would be the only one that has come up shiny, just hanging out, doing normal things. So then that's... so we were on Black and White. I never played Black and White 2, admittedly. I never got around to those. And then the 3DS came out and X and Y happened, and yeah, I go back to the story where I stayed up for trying to download it at midnight, but all of Nintendo's servers were destroyed, so we couldn't. We had to stay up until like 3 in the morning trying to download this huge game, and introduced the fairy type, and it was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I had Pokemon Y because there's a Y in my name. It was a great time. We're gonna see what's gonna go on in here. Maybe the Pokemon will be a little higher level. We can get experience a little quicker. So I know there's trainers in here too. So we got to make Spike like the ultimate rock kicker. So we got X and Y. Wonder Trade. Wonder Trade was huge. Wonder Trade was so interesting. It definitely had a little bit of rust, or not rust, but like the new shininess of it needed to go away really quickly, because I played a lot on my first day, and then we got to the point where every Pokemon that I traded was for like a Pidgey. And I'm like, I'm trading good stuff. And I was starting to worry that, like, so one mechanic in Pokemon that they use to try and make it so you don't just blitz through the game with a level 100 Pokemon is, if you're traded a Pokemon that isn't yours, and there's ID numbers and the original trainer names and other ways to determine it, if you don't have a certain badge up to level whatever, the Pokemon won't obey you. So usually the first badge is like Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. And it's a good way to mitigate that, and it's smart, especially because they were able to implement it like as early as Gen 1. Gen 1 also had a weird thing where the badges actually increased your stats. I think they've gotten rid of that. I don't know. I know definitely for the newer games they have, but I think for the remakes, I don't know if they like brought it back briefly and got rid of it again, but yeah, it was very much a thing. How's my health looking? 28? I think we're okay. So yeah, a lot of fun with that. The online settings were great. Trying to remember, I think X and Y also had that thing where I think it was X and Y, where your trainer, you were allocated a random type out of all the types that existed, and you could share your information with another trainer, and you could catch 3 Pokemon from that type that were determined. Like, they were determined based on what was selected for you, but the Pokemon could vary between trainers. So if I was a fighting and you were a fighting, I could have these 3 Pokemon, and you could have 2 of the same and 1 different one, or however many in the pool that you were allowed to pick from. Excuse me. So that was fun, going around and getting like random friend codes for the 3DS to see if you could get a particular Pokemon, and then if you started a new game and you knew this, you could work with a friend, and you could just constantly re-roll making new games until you got a favorable type / Pokemon. And there were some really cool rare ones, like ones that you couldn't get through normal gameplay. So I think the key too is that they also had hidden abilities, which I think was also introduced this generation, or X and Y. The idea that, you normally, like the Bidoofs, they have simple and unnerve. Well, what if I told you that there was a special third one? Ooh, Headbutt? We're gonna get Headbutt now? Yes, Headbutt's great. It's gonna turn into like a 105 that can flinch. Yeah, 1,000,000%. So my question now becomes, does that do more than Rock Smash will? Because if it does, then crud. But if it doesn't, then neat. Also, I don't think that Bidoof learns Water Gun without evolving to Bibarel, which may make this a little bit more of a time. Let's see how much this does. That's a third. That seemed more. That did seem more. More tests will have to be done, but it'll be nice because all the Bidoofs are going to start learning Headbutt. Eventually, they will all learn Headbutt. So yeah, that was neat. I'm trying to think. I don't think X and Y was the one with the carnival. Is that also that generation? Let's see. Pokemon Carnival. Nope, this is just talking about a Pokemon Carnival, like in real life. Was it Pokemon Festival? Festival mechanic? Festival Plaza. That's it. That was Sun and Moon. Okay, great. We'll get there. Yeah, and around this time too, because the 3DS was good for the Virtual Console, we were able to play the Game Boy Red, Blue, and Yellow all on the 3DS again, which was cool. I always say, like I've said this a few times, I was very lucky to be alive when all of this gaming stuff started becoming real. So I was there for I wasn't there for the Commodore 64 and the Atari or all that, but I was there for the NES and the Super NES and the Sega Master System and the Sega Genesis and the PlayStation. And I always think it's really funny when people's first consoles are oh, my first console was a PlayStation 4. And money notwithstanding, obviously these things are expensive, and not everyone can afford it, and that's not my aim here is, but it's you can't buy a PS2 anymore. You can't officially. You can go to hobby shops and other places like that, and you can buy them, but you can't go to a GameStop and get a PS1, or you can't buy a Nintendo 64 at a GameStop anymore. That I find, that's the part I find so fascinating. So when people are able to relive these old classics, whether they're updated or whether they're in their original designs, I'm all about it. Because even with the dual wield shields content, I never actually tried saying that out loud, that I do with my friends, we play old Final Fantasy games, and my aim is to have them be as authentic to the original as I possibly can. So for Final Fantasy VIII, which should just be wrapping up in the next couple of months, I just have 2.5 more videos to edit, and it's all been prepped and uploaded and scheduled, all the episodes up until then. I tried to recreate the experience as authentically as possible. So even though we did play on the PC, not the remastered version, but we played a PC version because the load times were just too quick to ignore. We used the original graphics settings, and I added mods to get the original music. Oh, we got a level 9 to get the original music. That's good. We get half. And I added a mod so that the buttons looked like the original PlayStation buttons instead of being like B1, which so many PC games often do. And that caused a little bit of confusion, which wouldn't have been authentic to the experience, but I don't know. If you look at M8, I don't know what button on my controller represents M8. I'm like a neutral default controller. And then I also added a mod that tried to get the text boxes as authentic to the original font as possible, because it's the way I experienced it, and I was really about sharing that experience with my friends. And you know, it can be a little pricey nowadays to get original hardware, but I think it's worth the investment if you really want to play a game in its original format and talk about all the gripes that the old hardware had to deal with. Because yeah, like for the next game that we're playing on that channel, I borrowed one of Aaron's old consoles because the game that we're playing, it has remakes, but the systems are vastly different on the remakes, and the only way you can play with like the original systems is if you have an original copy of the game, which I do. Luckily, I'm playing the game anyway, but I really wanted that authentic experience to be shared, and that should be coming out start January next year if all the episodes come out on time. So looking forward to that. But we're talking about Pokemon, and if you've made it this far into the grinding portion, just to listen to me talk about Pokemon and like my stories with it, I appreciate that. We are streaming live on Twitch, and you know, not a lot of chatters. I'd say there are no chatters, and that's completely okay. I hope you're enjoying your lurk if you're here. I don't look at viewer numbers, if any. But I hope you're enjoying these stories, because it spans over a very large portion of my life. And I owe a lot to games. I grew up with them. All my formative friendships came from gaming, or most of them came from gaming, and when I was growing up, and you know, I always have something to talk about when it comes to gaming, even if I like just passively am consuming news about it. I just have a great time with it, and I like sharing these stories. But anyway, yeah, playing the original like red, blue, and yellow on a 3DS was pretty cool. Because I lost my original Pokemon Red years ago. I have rumors it was stolen, but it was so long ago. I'd forgive them for doing it if you somehow managed to wander your way into my channel years later. Yeah, it was a really cool experience, and Pokemon Yellow in particular, because we had the special edition Pokemon Yellow Game Boys with the Pokemon all around it, and it was so cool. It was nice reliving that. And then Sun and Moon would be next on that list, and I played a fair bit of Sun. Props to everybody who went and got Moon to play nighttime during the day. I knew I couldn't do it. It was not something that I was going to consider doing, so thank you for biting that bullet for me. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with that game. It was so interesting doing a story where there was no Pokemon League yet, and you know, this is the first Pokemon League and we're trying it out, and the gym battles weren't all like random puzzles. Like, there were like mini games and these fun challenges that you had to do. And then it introduced Ultra Beasts, which were a whole new thing, and I don't know how I feel about Ultra Beasts. I have said Ultra Beasts aren't Pokemon, they're Ultra Beasts before. But the more I see about the different Ultra Beasts, they've grown on me a lot. But they're cool, they're different, and it gives the chance to be like, how the heck are we going to make this typing work? This doesn't make any sense. Well, what if we just make another dimension and just make those? I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. Why don't we just make them Pokemon from another dimension, call them Ultra Beasts? And there was that whole side story with like that organization that, oh right, you're a Zubat. The whole organization that was trying to capture them all, and then you caught them all, and they got the special beast balls. And it was interesting, and the plot line, it kind of created these real world consequences where a lot of the Pokemon games are, okay, we stopped the bad guy, and now we can go on with everything as if it were normal. And this one posed the question, sure, you saved the day, but there are still these weird anomalies that, you know, are a result of what the evil character did. And it was fun. It was one of the few post-game things, admittedly, that I actually did. I didn't do a lot. I don't normally do a lot of Pokemon post-game. Unless it's like blocking a battle tower or something. But yeah, like I haven't touched the DLC for Sword and Shield. That was mostly a money thing. But you know, now we have Scarlet and Violet about to come out. Then I'm like, well, if I ever endeavor, that's fun. If I ever endeavor, not ever and ever, if I ever endeavor, I endeavor at some point in the future to recomplete my living Pokedex, I'll have to go get them. But for now, we can just kind of ride out that and do this and be merry with that. So that's Sun and Moon. This was also the time that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. It was great re-experiencing those games. Again, it's one of those things that Ruby and Sapphire, they don't captivate me as well as the other games did. Because yeah, once you got to the ocean, you lost me, and I don't know. I think some of it is residual from the old Game Boy Advanced games back in the day, but oof, yeah, I beat it and not give it the love and attention that it probably deserved. And that too, that would be around the time I started looking at competitive streams on Twitch. So watching like the World Championships and stuff like that. I didn't really start paying attention to it until like this generation. So watching Kyogre and Groudon absolutely take over competitive Pokemon, it's a little frustrating. But what do you do, right? Like, how do you possibly balance a competitive game of that scope? It's not easy. So, and you gotta kind of have to do the power creep where it's like, okay, Sun and Moon's meta has been this for so long. Now we're gonna add this flavor to it, and that was the whole thing with not so much organized competitive battling, but like the online battles in the games. A lot of the times it's like you have to catch the Pokemon in the game set that you're playing in. You can't just move your team from 2 generations ago over here and start sweeping with your Ubers. Ubers meaning, like, usually it's your legendary Pokemon. There are probably a couple of others that get elevated. I think Salamence was Uber at one point. Yeah, and it was just a weird meta shift that, you know, we still see. And, like, weather play is big if your team goes with it, but, you know, having a Pokemon come in and start Sunlight or start Rain right away was huge. It like, commanded respect from everybody, which again is important. Like, being, if you're trying to do this for a living and be like a Pokemon content creator, you need to be on the cutting edge of the meta, and that was it. And, you know, like, Mega Evolutions were cool. I think Mega Evolutions are still the neatest thing they've added. The Z moves I didn't quite get into, and I didn't like them really because they cost you an item slot, and that, you know, it gives you an ability but also hampers another mechanic. And I guess that makes sense. You can't have a Mega Choice Scarf or something. Choice Scarf it's faster, but it can only use one move, and, you know, I think that's what the Scarf is, speed. But yeah, regardless, you can't have an already buffed Pokemon be extra buffed by another item. That wouldn't be fair. But yeah, it was an interesting time, and, you know, I started getting into the 2v2 format more. Very recently, another Pokemon-like game launched called Temtem that all the battles are done in 2v2, and instead of having individual points for each move, there's an overall stamina bar, and every move you use uses some of that stamina, and you don't want to hit 0 because that's pretty much effectively losing all of your health. They're 2 separate bars, but if you run out of stamina, I think you exhaust and get knocked out anyway. I was an alpha player of that back in the day, and it aligned with when I started getting into competitive Pokemon, the official Pokemon format of 2v2s. Because before, you couldn't convince me to not do a 6-player or a 6 Pokemon singles match. Like, that's the only way. That was the only kind of Pokemon battling that I respected. But now that I've... Ooh! Hi, Onyx! How rare are you? Please don't destroy me. This is actually good information. Ooh. Right, Rock Smash has a chance of lowering the defense. That... It's funny, I've been using Rock Smash this whole time. I just realized that now. I mean, I think I always knew that, but I'm so caught in the storytelling that I'm not really looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen, but I'm looking at the camera for dramatic effect. But yeah, getting into, like, more competitive formats, it didn't allow me to like, spend the time needed to make a competitive team. It didn't do that for me. But it was fun watching these teams, and sometimes you get a team that deviates a little bit out of the meta, and I thought that was really, really fun, because, you know, there's the fable story about the Pachirisu on the team that, like, won Worlds for a player, which is cool, because sometimes that stuff works. The only way to break the meta is to do something that isn't meta and get lucky, and this was a way that both things happened. That takes us to the generation one right now with Sword and Shield. As like I mentioned before about the NFL being back, I like sports. I have a degree in sports. I have a degree in sport business management. I worked at a sport nonprofit for 4 years. I'm applying for jobs right now to get back into that field. I love sports. The fact that they basically turned Pokemon into giant soccer matches or football matches is super compelling to me. It's something I definitely wanted to be a part of. I've on many occasions almost bought a Pokemon jersey on the Pokemon store, like at the Pokemon Center store. I would give anything to be able to pull the trigger on one of those, but I can't right now. But gosh, it would be so cool to have. I loved it. I thought Sword and Shield was a great addition. Was it a little bit on the easy side? Yes it was. I definitely didn't have the challenge of an old Pokemon game, but I didn't need it. My challenge came from forcing myself to use Pokemon that I like, as opposed to Pokemon that were needed for the situation. Because aside from like the speed running that I used to do way back in Gen 3, I never thought I'd be doing something like this. I never thought like a Nuzlocke would be the thing for me, but it's kind of rejuvenating my love of Pokemon in a way. That's aside the point. Yeah, I really liked Sword and Shield. I thought the commissioner and all that, like that story stuff was interesting. I thought there were some really cool new Pokemon that really like piqued my interest. The Dewpider's final evolution, like it's Arachnid, like Arachnid and Aqua. I think that's what it is. I'm probably not doing it justice, but yeah, so there's that. And the idea that you could get like 220 power on an attack based off of its setup and like its ability, and it's this and it's that. I thought it was neat. It tried to create new outs of the meta, and I really like Dynamaxing as a mechanic because you can use it for any Pokemon, and I know that there are G-Max Pokemon that are like kind of like Mega Evolutions in a way, kind of, but not really. But I like that any Pokemon can do it, and you can do it at any time you want, once per battle. Like you just pick a Pokemon, like I need you to be Dynamaxed right now, and it really changed the battle depending on who you did it on. Like if you had a flying move, you had Max Airstream, Max Wind, I think it's Max Airstream, where it also increases the speed of all your Pokemon. Like it really changes the situation, and your opponent can do the exact same thing. And it was just a fun new way to make the matches more interesting, instead of it for sure being a foregone conclusion. And even with things like Megas, where it's like, oh, okay, there's a Sizer in that person's team, they're gonna have a Mega Sizer. I should watch my health. See, I'm paying attention. I'm not just telling stories. It's that bind. Because you're going to outspeed me at this point. Well, okay. Yeah, I had to be safe. Yeah, Mega is like, you knew, like, you could have two different options on your team, but you could only Mega Evolve one of them per game. And in a way, you could have two, and you're only using 4 Pokemon at a time in competitive, and you could have an extra Mega in the back. Or you can use it as like a feint where it's like, oh, I have an Alakazam, and you're gonna think it's a Mega, but it's not a Mega. Things like that. But it was very much like you knew what was coming. Like, yes, that's going to be your Mega. Dynamax, and there probably are like better Pokemon to Dynamax based on the meta and what kind of moves they have, but like generally you could just do it with anyone you wanted and just double their HP and make them a little more survivable and change the weather or boost your Pokemon stats or this or that, or do more damage. Like if your flamethrower only has like 80, the max fire attack can do like 120. I think it's based off of oh right, here's your bat. I think it's based on whatever the normal power of the move is, and then it's like, so you add something to it. But yeah, it was very interesting. I like that mechanic a lot. And I think the new is it, I keep calling it like terrestrial, but that's not what it is. Like it's terraforms. It's the new mechanic in Scarlet and Violet is I can change a Pokemon's type, where it's like, oh, your Squirtle's water, I'm gonna terraform it or terralize it. I don't know the word. I'm gonna look it up because I'm just kind of stumbling over myself. Come on, news. What are you? What are you? If I just hit T. Terrastallize. It's like crystallize, but it's terrastalize. It's terrastalized. Nope. No, you're not. No, you don't. Don't do it. Don't do it, Spike. Yeah. I don't get water gun though. Which is a little bit huffy. But what can you do? All right, I'm level 15. I'm gonna train until I finish my anecdote because I've already gone this long with my huge Pokemon anecdote. Might as well wrap it up. So yeah, they can change the Pokemon's type. So your Squirtle, that was water, I'm gonna terrastallize it, and now it's grass. Cool. Really, really neat. Changes everything. Now you thought this was gonna happen, like I was gonna surf your Arcanine, but now it's an electric type, and I just got Thunder Fanged for stab, right? Like I used to run my Arcanine with a couple of different fangs just to make sure we were fine. But yeah, like now it has stab, and what was 60 damage is now 90, and it makes a big deal. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it really works. Like my thought, the way that I read it in my brain when they first announced it was, when you catch a Pokemon, kind of like abilities, kind of like hidden power. Hidden power is based off of the IVs that your Pokemon has, which are its genetic stat makeups from 0 to 31 for each stat, and each one represents like one whole stat or something by the time it reaches level 100. 31 is better, 0 is the worst. Depending on how many cumulative IVs you had across your entire Pokemon, it changed the type of the move Hidden Power. So you could effectively have a Pokemon with a move of any type you wanted, which is cool. The way that I was rationalizing in my head was it's kind of like abilities where I caught this Bidoof, its Terra form is electric. If I were to catch that one, its Terra form would be water. And then they would the pre-order bonus, it's not a pre the pre-order bonuses are just a bunch of items, but if you get the game early enough, you can get a flying Pikachu whose Terra is flying. So my brain was like, oh, they're gonna give out Pokemon like hidden abilities, where under these particular circumstances, I can get a Bidoof with a Psychic, but it won't be in the wild. It'll have to be like through the special area or through a special event. And that's what I originally thought. Now I don't know if it'll be like an item where it's like, oh, if it's holding an emerald, it's going to terrestrialize into grass, which would be cool too. And I think changing the entire type of a Pokemon is worth an item slot. I'm not going to get huffy about that like I got huffy about like Z moves and what have you. So there's that. Or you can terrastylize a Pokemon to a type that is in its move pool. So if you have a normal move, a fire move, an ice move, and a dark move, those are the 4 options you have for terrastylizing, which I think would also be cool. That way you can't just randomly have a type apropos of nothing. You can kind of guess based off of move pool. But in a way, isn't that not what you want? Don't you want like a completely random outcome where you're in the finals like of Worlds and you have a Pokemon and your opponent didn't do all their research, or they just assumed something, and then you break out like it's an ice Pokemon now, and it's going to completely sweep the team that you had prepared otherwise. Like, I think that's... Hello, Collapsia. Yes, I got new shirt and new side of the screen because it doesn't take up as... Like, if I were to go to the other side, it would take up the menu. But yeah, I have a new fruit shirt. It has fruit all over it. Had Collapsia helped me with clothes shopping and gave me tips on what to get. So on Labor Day, H&M did a huge Labor Day sale, and I bought a whole bunch of new clothes. So thank you, Collapsia, for doing that. Yeah, food-themed clothes are pretty cool. I mean, you got me on the idea of having asymmetrical shirts, and I think this is the easiest way. It's almost like a non-committal way to do that, where it's all just like, it's all pairs, but it is all different colors, and I actually like it a lot. And it fits really well. It fits great. I couldn't be happier with all the fits. But we are, I don't know if you just walked in, but we're in the middle of grinding because I have a team full of normal types, and we're about to face a rock gym. And so I've just been going over my entire history of Pokemon. And we're just actually wrapping up and getting to the end of it, because I think I'm at a point where we can actually continue on. So you kind of came at a good time. So I was just talking about how cool Dynamaxing was in the last generation, and talking about what I think that the terraforms are going to be in the new one and how that's all going to work. Oh, I don't have any more Rock Smash. I should leave. Grab snack, had to comment on the shirt. Yeah, I'm just telling my entire 20-year story with Pokemon. That's all it is. It's probably more than 20 years, actually. It's probably more like 24. But the weird new Gremlin Mon, is that the one that they announced today? That's like the giant Grass crab. I like that one a lot too. And yeah, yeah. I'm a 33-year-old man. That's okay. The gremlin from a few days ago. You may have to refresh my memory on it. But yeah, we may actually continue. So I'm going to stop the music and put back on the game music. I'm going to turn the volume back up on my TV. So you actually hear it. And yeah, I'll just kind of leads into my wrap up anyway, where like I'm really looking forward to Scarlet and Violet. They seem to be wanting to do some really cool stuff with like 3 concurrent storylines and you know, just this huge multiplayer open. Oh, the Giraffe-eye. Yes, or Giraffe-eye. Yeah, it looks super cool. Also, it's a Pokemon that can give everyone the middle finger and mean it. But yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. I originally thought when I heard of the name, before they announced that it was a monkey, I assumed it was a monkey because of Eye. I thought it was going to be an evolution to Girafarig, because they desperately need one for that palindrome giraffe. Okay, I should be able to sweep these trainers, unless, you know, that one trainer has a Machop and ruins me. A lot of the guys are stupid. Yeah, I'm really digging a lot of the new Pokemon that they've added. I'm also happy with my Grass Allegiance and being able to have Grass Kitty as my starter. Okay, you're gonna fight me. You snuck your Pokemon to work. You're allowed to have Pokemon at work, friend. They just have to also be helping. Please don't be a Machop. This is why we leveled up to level 15. No, we won't get to the gym yet. So I could do Headbutt. We could get lucky with the flinch. Okay, yes. Fantastic. Yeah, Weed Cat. As it is so eloquently named in the fun circles. I'm okay with Weed Cat. But yeah, I'm very happy I get to keep my allegiance and pick Weed Cat as my starter. I think I just ask you to come back. I don't fight anybody here. Yes, I would like to do that. You have to beat the gym leader, and that's you. Yes. Okay. So what, you just wanted to show me that? Alright. Well. Okay. You probably also gonna have a chop, but I think... Again, I think we can just do the same thing we just did and use the headbutts, and I think we'll be fine. Okay, Geodude. We're gonna fight a Geodude. Geodude first, and then Machop second, maybe? We'll see. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new games. I'm looking forward to them more than I'm looking forward to Splatoon 3 tomorrow. I think it comes with all of this too, like going back to these games again. Oh, it's Onyx. Okay. It's really getting me back into Pokemon. Mind you, it's getting me back into playing Pokemon in fun, crazy ways. Like the Pokemon community is doing some wacky stuff. Like they got the Iron Man runs and like the Kaizo runs of Pokemon and like randomizing friggin' everything. They did a run at GDQ where it was all the Pokemon evolve at every level, which is really, really bonkers. I don't see the appeal of it, but I'm glad that everyone had a good time with it. But yeah, you can do some wacky stuff with Pokemon these days. And I like that a lot. I like the idea that, you know, even though these games have been around for a long time, even outside of the way that Game Freak is freshening the game up, that there are still ways for the fans to have fun and like share their stories and have a good time with it. And yeah, that's essentially my big long history with Pokemon from Gen 1 all the way to here. I feel like that took over an hour. I apologize for all the training taking that long, but we lost 2 Pokemon at the beginning, and I got very scared. And we found out that Rock Smash was actually a good move, which, you know, hastened this a bit. I'm still worried. But I feel less worried now that, you know, we're set up for success a little more. And I am upset that we're not going to get Water Gun. Not doing half damage on that level 10 just scared me again. Because the rollout's the scary part. If I get destroyed by rollout, then I can't really come back from that. Okay, we're gonna... Alright, everyone, mash your B buttons. Nope. You're a Bidoof. Da-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Alright. So we got... Oh, and yeah, I apologize for taking so long, but also thank you if, you know, you're watching the VOD later on, or if you've listened to this in stream. That's my history with Pokemon, and that's most of my big highlights from Pokemon. I'm sure I'm missing something. I think I got all the big points. If I'm ever caught having to train my Bidoofs again, I'll tell more stories. Maybe I'll talk about how I did my first living Pokedex back in Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, Diamond and Pearl is when I first did the living Pokedex and caught every Pokemon. And yeah, it's an interesting story. It's an interesting story from like a random person's perspective, because like even doing it at all back then and the lack of events and stuff like that, it was interesting to say the least. Okay, I'm gonna park right here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna get some more water because my throat is destroyed from talking for over an hour straight. So I'll just be right back. Everyone hang tight. I should turn the mic back on when I come back from things. Didn't miss too much. Just said I wanted to go fight the... see how I do against a Machop. Because Colops just went to get a snack and wanted me to wait before starting the gym. Also, it gets me a little more ticks of experience. But I want to take out that Machop. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get the chance. And that's okay. Oh, I do have to turn animations back on. I can't forget to do that. Gosh, it definitely does speed things up, though. Maybe that's what I was missing. Maybe the Machop wouldn't come out unless I turned battle effects on. No! More Geodudes. That's kind of cool. It does bug me that I can't one-shot. It does worry me a little bit. But we're level 16. Realistically, I think the defense should hold up. I'm hoping the defense holds up. 20 defense. I think I remember Rourke's Pokemon being really frustrating. Because I'm pretty sure a Cranidos is there. And that can pose a problem. It's no Rampardos, but it can definitely be an issue. And again, if I run into like a rollout, I'm pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I think Geodude would be the only one with rollout. I don't think Onix would get it. And Cranidos definitely wouldn't. Okay, I just want to beat up a Machop. Can I please just beat up a Machop? Does this game have day-night cycles? I don't think it did. I know Gen 3 didn't, and I thought it did. Maybe this game does. Maybe I won't get a Machop. Maybe I shouldn't worry about one-shotting them because sturdy. That's a question. That is one whole question. Machop. No, okay. Alright, we're not gonna find him. We're gonna have to take the Machops that we fought in the mines as consolation. Alright, we're gonna start heading over to the gym. Whatever. Come on. I think this will be fine. Again, it's not like Rock is super effective against normal or anything. It's just I want to be able to deal damage. Well, I can juke all those youngsters. It's like Brock. Just go up and around. All right, youngster Darius. You and your Geodude. What level are you? That's gonna dictate how scared I am. 8. I can deal with 8. Yeah, that's fine. I'm assuming the gym leader will be like 10? 10, 11? The Onyx is frustrating because, like, Bind isn't great. It's just, like, that does no damage. It's the residual damage that hurts. If I have to deal with that... Because I guess the scary part, too, is, like, the scary part is what happens if I lose too much HP. So I can't, if they have a Geodude, I can't set up on the Geodude because of rollout. I do have that X defend though. I could just start with it, but even then I can't. I could start with it. It's because the question becomes, do I think that is if it's first turn rollout and it does like 5 damage and I have to kill it in 3 hits. It does 5 damage, then it'll do 10, 20, 40. Right? I don't have that much health. 40 is pretty much all my health. So, like, what happens here? I'm facing a level 10 Geodude. I need to kill it in 3 hits. And, like, that's 6. Tackle does 6, and it's not a stab. Rollout is like the same power, but it has stab. So it could probably do like 8. Maybe I train a little more. Just a little more, not a lot more. Also, realistically, like, if I lose Spike, that's like my best chance. Then I gotta hope for headbutts. Otherwise I gotta start over. I don't want to start over. I want to keep playing. Well, we'll turn this off so we go a little quicker. So maybe... Let's see. We'll have to do it... I'd like to 2-shot a level 10 Geodude, ideally. Ideally. So I could even get away with 2-shotting with defense down. Yeah, like if it does that, then I'm fine, right? Like, there's other moves it could use other than rollout. Maybe the AI will be afraid, knowing I have a fighting move. Interesting. Interesting. See, after this, nothing's going to be a problem. That's the thing. Also, if I was playing like a Bibarel allowed run, I could just use Water Gun, and then I would be done with this. It's just the rule is it has to be Bidoofs. So here we are, and like this too. Like if like I can't two-shot an Onyx. I mean, Onyx isn't like my biggest concern in the world. It's just it's nice to have that reassurance otherwise. Let's stay near the entrance in case I need to make a quick getaway. It's definitely they gotta be level 10. Like that's the thing. So even if you cut ahead to this point, you're still caught with a little bit of grinding, so I apologize if you skipped the entire big Pokemon story. Is like 178. I don't think I'm gonna get to 17. I don't think 17 is realistic. But let's see. Because like fighting Rourke is definitely gonna be the last thing we do tonight. Because the entire episode has been leading up to this. And there's no way I don't do it, but I also have about half an hour left of streaming before I gotta go to bed. Probably not gonna go immediately to bed, but you get the idea. Actually, I'm getting 46. That's like 4 more matches, maybe. I can get to level 17. Get that little extra safety. Wouldn't hurt. No, I don't go to bed right after. I may like lay down, but then I'll get back up. Also, I've been getting up like relatively early these days, so like this is very much the end of my day though. Did you successfully get snack? Fantastic. So I'm just going to get to level 17, and then we're going to go ham. We're going to go full hog. We're going to go like a little piggy all the way to the gym. Oh, that's right. You're heading off to the States for a bit. So, yes, please eat all your groceries. If you need any help eating them all, I will gladly help you eat some. I'm also going through a phase where I'm just trying to clear everything out before I go shopping again. Just because I have so much food that's just like sitting there, like sauces and canned stuff and this and that and the other thing. And it's like, well, I spent money on it. I bought it. I should eat it. Well, that's good. I hope that whatever you have left for your groceries to eat is good, delicious, and maybe nutritious, maybe healthy. Taunt. I don't really want taunt. I want them to not use attacking moves. Okay, everyone, hit your B buttons. Hit your B-IDOOF buttons. I know B also stands for Bibarel, but now you're a B-IDOOF. Yay! Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun doing that after every level up. And the rest of them are going to be level 15. Thank you, Collapsia, for hitting your B button. And if you aren't watching this live, hit your B button in the comments. It'll retroactively help out. If you need a link to the VOD channel, it's at the bottom of the screen, I'm assuming. Or if you're on mobile device, I don't know where it pops up. I don't know what you're going to do. But I do have a VOD channel on YouTube that I'm posting everything up on. But yeah. Alright. I'm going to save, even though this is a Nuzlocke and it doesn't mean anything. I don't have any berries or anything. The only big thing I have is that X defend. Which I feel like I should use. Again, the thing is, if... Yeah, it's the thing. If he has a Geodude and it starts with rollout... Well, there's the Geodude. I can beat the Geodude and then X-Defend on whatever their next Pokemon is. I need 12? Oh, crap. Alright, well, definitely doing this now. Oh, I forgot to turn on battle animations. Ah, that's okay. Well, Stealth Rock is dumb. Okay, you do have rollout, but I am hopefully just going to beat you with this. Unreal. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll beat you with this. Alright. Okay. No more rollout. Whew. Okay. Onyx. I will keep my current Pokemon. I'm going to X-Defend. I'm going to heal. I'm going to throw a Pokeball at him. I'm going to catch all of his Pokemon. Okay. Okay, well, the critical hit only did 10. I'm going to set up on you. So 3, 4, nice, 5, 6. All right. I have 6 stages of defense. Good thing we found that X-Defend. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get their HP down. And then before the knockout hit, we're going to heal again. So it should be this next move. So we're going to heal here. Okay, sure. That's fine. You can use your potion here. I don't mind that. Sorry there's no animations, but... This is fine. This is fine. This is what we need. So I need to keep Rock Smashes. Can I get the flinch? No. Ooh, I have an idea. That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. I'm going to have to take a hit anyway. So if I can minimize that damage as much as possible. Well, that's a crit. So crits generally ignore the stat augments. Oh, he's using bind now. That's not good. Well, if I get binded, that's a lot worse. So I need to keep rock smashes for the next Pokemon. So I'm just gonna take you out with headbutts. I don't mind that I'm continuously avoiding these binds and flinching them. I'd like to keep this going, if you don't mind. Ah, damn it. All right. So let's... No, let's play slow. Let's play smart. We have a lot of potions. There's no reason to rush this. So we can tink you even further, I think. Yeah. So we're going to wait for the bind to wear off. Again, I want as much HP as possible going into this last Pokemon. And bind only lasts a certain number of turns. I think. I'm pretty sure it lasts a certain number of turns. There we go. All right. Now we want to get the hit in. All right. We have the most health we can have. We have 6 defense. We got Fudib and Marsha at a level 15. Great, great, great. Yeah, Cranidos. Keep Pokemon. So I hope so. That's kind of the dream. That's fine. Yeah, that headbutt is going to be annoying. So let's see. I want to do that to you. I also he only has 15 of them. So let's yeah, okay. Let's do that. Let's get a heal in and let's take this boy out. Yeah, I wanted you to do that. It was faster than me. Oh, okay. So I didn't have anything to worry about? Oh, it was a crit. Okay. We got really lucky. I will take it. All right. We've conquered our first challenge, and by first I mean like our 5th. Your buffed up Pokemon were no match for my buffed up Pokemon. I spent the last hour and a half. Oh, everyone get your B buttons. Nope. Keep them out. Again? Oh, again. Okay. Phew. None of them evolved. Thank goodness. Went and lost your trainer. Didn't have a single gym badge. And 4 Bidoof. That's the story. That is the story. And I'm writing that story for my mom back home. And I think her name was Natalie, the other Bidoof trainer that we ran into. So it's for me and my mom and Natalie. that's another reason why I didn't want to switch out. Excuse me. Stickers? I got stickers? What do stickers do? No. You hang tight. I don't have stickers. No. No. I would like some sticker placement, please. But yeah, that's great. Again, I had a feeling that this is how today had to go, because a rock type gym is not the easiest to fight with a whole bunch of normal Pokemon. But Rock Smash really helped us out, and we got really lucky with a couple of fortunate crits and X-Defend. And also our Pokemon are ready for like the next 3 or 4 gyms, so we don't have to worry about having to do this again for a very long time. At least until we find Revive, so we can revive Xavier and Crumbles, who, if you may remember, got swept by a Machop. So let's do some odds and ends. Let's sell all these Pokeballs I can't use. Maybe I should have kept them around. Oh, I get 5 of each. I get 5 of that TM? That's cool. Maybe I should have kept them. Because if I need to waste turns, I can just throw a Pokeball at a trainer's Pokemon. That's the only reason that I'm going to keep them out. I'm not going to use them to catch any other Pokemon. Let's restock on potions. Let's grab a couple super potions while we're here, just in case. We got those. We'll take 3 of these, just in case. 3 of these, just in case. 3 of these, just in case. I'll just take 2 of these. Oh, I can't get an escape rope anyway. Then I can take a 3rd. Alright. Great. Good, great, grand, wonderful. Okay. Let's do a quick save. So next time, I'm gonna park myself right here to remember that this is... Oh, crap. I did. Can you not fight me? Yes, Eterna City is the next place. Right, yeah, we saw that. Maybe team battle and toughen up so it wasn't a waste. Okay. Alright, Barry. You got it. Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna save here. Okay, Barry? And I will see you later. And yeah, I'll see all of you later too. Again, thank you so much for watching. Whether you caught it live or you lurked or you're watching the VOD, this video should be up in the next couple of days. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a long one, and it was nice. I got to talk about all my long Pokemon stories, about all the Pokemon I've played my whole life, and all the fun stories along the way. So I'm glad that I was able to do that, at least, and get it out of the way. The next time we are streaming Pokemon will be on Monday. On Sunday, we'll be wrapping up Skatebird, which has been a lot of fun, and it's also a VOD that's on the VOD channel. You should go. I'm an old nerd. Yes, I am both. Those are both descriptors to describe me. And yeah, I'm only gonna get older and nerdier, I guess. So if you ever want to come see it live, I stream on Twitch. If you can't, watch the VOD. It's on YouTube and on Twitch for a limited time. Calopsia is here if you want to go say hi to Calopsia, because she chats occasionally here, and if you thought That was fun. By golly, you should join the chat. No, Robyn, pitch harder. Thank you for saying hi. And yeah, we're going to shut this down. Again, if you're going to be playing Splatoon tomorrow, I'll see you all tomorrow on Splatoon, I imagine. And aside from that, thank you so much again. And we will be back on Sunday with another fun game streaming time. Those were words that I said. And if you want to hear more words, you can check us out. Or check me out. Check everyone out. There's lots of people on Twitch. Just come to this channel instead. The title's right here. I gotta stop. I have a problem where I've mentioned this before. I'll just keep on talking until I cut myself off. But then I don't. And yeah, I'm just going to stop myself here. Thanks again for watching. Good night.